Up North at 4 with Dan and Jeff starts now.
Thank you for being a friend this year. Today on the final 2021 episode of Up North at 4, the world lost a treasure today. We'll learn more about Betty White and her legacy. Then we'll reflect on 2021, what went well on the show, and maybe what didn't. We'll also head to a mythical park. Finally, we head to the Rhinelander District Library to talk about their holiday book fun. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. The Rhinelander Fire Department received a record number of calls this year at around 2,500 calls. That was more than 400 than last year. Deputy Chief Jim Ploutz said this is largely due to COVID and an aging population in this area. Rhinelander Fire also handles EMS, and about 80% of those 2,500 calls were medical related. A Rhinelander manufacturer of Navy ship parts will have a new name starting tomorrow. That's because parent company Lakeshore Systems has merged with Trident Maritime Systems and will take Trident's brand. New signs will be installed at Rhinelander's Lakeshore facility on Highway 8 in early January. All Lakeshore facilities will remain open and all employees will be retained. Products made at that Rhinelander facility are found on every Navy ship in the U.S. fleet. The Green Bay Packers are looking for revenge this Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings, and the game likely just got a little easier. Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins tested positive for COVID-19 today. Since he is unvaccinated, he is definitely out for Sunday Night Football. This means career backup Sean Mannion will start for Minnesota, who's only started 2 games in his 7-year NFL career. And by the way, if the Packers win and the Cowboys lose to the Cardinals, Green Bay will clinch a first-round bye in the playoffs. A person in Tomahawk just published their first book. And all of that while balancing her studies at middle school. 13-year-old Greta Kurth self-published a 400-page novel called Divided. It is about a dystopian world, and the idea actually came to her in a dream. Kurth wants to attend college to eventually become a professional writer. We'll hear her full story tonight on Newswatch 12 at 5. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us. Now, Jeff, a chilly end to 2021.
Yeah, hey Dan, happy Friday and happy New Year almost. We're going to wind down this year with a little bit of light snow out there right now. Nothing heavy, an inch or so along and north of Highway 8. And then behind the snow arrives the cold. We'll have single-digit high temperatures tomorrow and also for Sunday. Outside now here in Minocqua, the light snow is falling. The snow has now covered the roadways. The traffic is moving, but it's slippery out there again. We're in northern Wisconsin. We know what to do with that to slow down tonight and make sure you drive carefully this evening. All right, here's that snow on the radar. There's not a lot to it, a little bit of forcing in the atmosphere. Basically, it's air rising above us. It kind of condensates and moves down our direction. So we have a little bit of light snow to get through. Not a lot. It'll be out of here before midnight, and then the cold air will be arriving. Here's visibility. So it's reduced, of course, across the area with that light snow. And again, this is all along and pretty much north of Highway 8. So if you're watching me from Stevens Point and Wausau, you're like, snow? What snow? It's not snowing for you, nor will it tonight. This will basically stay across far northern parts of Wisconsin. And here's what's left to get through. Again, we're talking less than an inch across our neck of the woods, but it has enough to make the road slippery tonight if you're out traveling and celebrating the new year. And then we're barely going to miss a storm to our south on Saturday into Sunday. If you're traveling to Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, or Detroit, snow for them tomorrow. For us, though, not so much, just some cold temperatures. Off to the west of us now, temperatures are well below 0. For highs today, that's a piece of the air moving our way for tomorrow. It will get here tonight, though, with low temperatures down here 3 below. Already on the map, right? So 0 across the west. That is all moving in our direction. And we are in for a couple of very cold days around here. Going forward, though, temperature-wise, 9 tomorrow, 7 for Sunday, maybe 18 on Monday, but you get the idea here, right? With temperatures well below the averages being in the mid to upper 20s. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Grease and grime build up in no time. Stop struggling and call the police. The Grease Police, the magic degreaser that cleans almost anything. Grease Police works on nearly all stubborn messes, even ones baked on for years. The secret's the super concentrated formula that emulsifies grease, dirt, and grime on contact. Even restaurant equipment is no match for the power of Grease Police. And it's biodegradable, so you can clean your barbecue grill inside and out. But Grease Police cleans so much more. Everything from scummy tile and grout to brake dust on rims. Even dried-on spray paint comes right off. Call or click now to get a large bottle of concentrated Grease Police with money-back guarantee for just $14.99. Order now and you can double it and get a second bottle. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 large bottles of concentrated Grease Police with guarantee. Order now.
Call 1-800-569-4988 or visit getgreasepolice.com. So call 1-800-569-4988 now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
All right, we almost made it.
We almost made it.
Another year
Still
down.
a show left to do, but
Sure.
wow, what a year.
What a year. Do you think we can make it through one more show?
I think, although today's been a little depressing, with the Betty White news.
Right. So I think we should talk about that first.
Okay.
So Betty White, I remember her mostly from, late night appearances and her being on SNL. Let's take a look at kind of a retrospective of her life.
The one, the only Betty White!
Even in her 90s, Betty White was still a man-chasing flirt.
Here's my proposition. I love a good game, too. On our show...
Haven't been propositioned since what time is it?
Her sense of humor may well have made White America's coolest senior citizen.
I'm Betty frickin' White, and this is Jay-Z.
At the age of 88, she became Saturday Night Live's oldest host ever.
Oh, no! See?
And that was just months after starring in a Super Bowl candy bar commercial.
You're playing like Betty White out there.
That's not what your girlfriend said.
Those are only 2 highlights from a career that stretched back to 1939, when television was still an experiment.
1, 2.
In the early 50s, White starred as a newlywed in one of the earliest sitcoms, Life with Elizabeth. She became a real-life bride in the 60s, married to Alan Ludden, the host of Password, and the man she called the love of her life. The role that changed everything for White came with the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
We'll be right back after this commercial message.
All clear.
All right, who the hell is responsible?
She won 2 Emmys as hot-to-trot TV host Sue Ann Nivens. The character spoofed what had been until then White's very wholesome image.
You ever know anyone on a chain gang? No, dear. But I have known my share of sailors.
That lascivious element became part of White's own persona, even as she played the endearingly naive Rose Nyland on The Golden Girls.
There is nothing more frustrating than waiting for one of these suckers to rise, and it just won't. There's a difference between dirty and risque or double entendre. It's what you don't say that's funny.
White was a tireless advocate for animal rights and animal care, even celebrating her 90th birthday at the Los Angeles Zoo.
It's my other home. I love it with all my heart.
It was Betty White's own cougar-esque charms,
What were you 2 men talking about?
combined with an always sunny disposition that made her one of America's most beloved stars. Mark Barger, NBC News.
Yeah.
She's just so funny. Man, I just look at her and I laugh.
She's just a national treasure, and it's interesting because she touched so many generations, right? I mean, everybody knew her who's of age, of any kind of age.
I read that she started her kind of professional career 8 years old. She was on a radio show in 1930. Think about that.
1930. 1930. That's like before the Great Depression. You know, I mean, it's just...
Well, we're no comparison whatsoever, so this is tough to follow up, but we're going to try our best. So we've had a lot of good segments through this year, I would say. I think one of our good segments is the garden. We have a picture of our potato beetles, who were our nemesis for a while.
They were.
But they, you know, that was a really popular segment. I think that might have been our most popular, besides history, perhaps.
You know, your history series is crazy popular, but when we found out that we had potato beetles, it was a thing. And everybody was trying to help us get rid of these beetles. where Dan's like, well, let's go out there and find some more beetles. And we always would find some more beetles. So I think we taught the Northwoods how to get rid of, maybe,
I think
beetles?
so. I think we, you know, added to people's lives a little bit. I would say our conversations, too, we had with people. We have a picture here of all the different people we've talked to through the year. We've talked to a NASCAR driver. We've talked to an author. We've talked to mayors. We've talked to the loon calling champion. It's just been a blast.
It has. And I love having guests on this show and just having deep conversations about Northwood's life with them. And people have so many different great perspectives to add. So grateful to all the guests that came on this show this past year.
We do have to reflect, though, on our worst segments.
There's more than a few.
There's more than a couple. I think our worst one was Far Side Fridays. Do you remember those?
No, I think I put it into
You think you repressed that
I gave
one?
that to my therapist.
Well, we would show these
take it.
Far Side comics, and you never got them.
I never got the Far Side
But we got
comics.
one last for you here. So this is So Long 2021, and it's a woman jumping out of a burning building.
Jumping out of a burning building.
She lands
on the
into next
trampoline
burning
back
building.
into the... I get it. But what does that have to do with anything with 2021?
Well, she's leaving 2021, and she's hitting.
So you're
2022
saying 2022 is just as bad as 21? No, I want to think 2022 is going to be a positive light of good things.
Well, I think we could do that through maybe some resolutions.
Okay.
Here are my resolutions. They're kind of on the sillier side, I would say, but I don't want to use any more plastic forks. I feel like I went through like 100 plastic forks of different restaurants. I'm just gonna have a metal fork on me, okay?
So just so you guys know at home, I'm gonna randomly ask Dan during certain shows to show us his metal fork and see if he carries it around with him. So just so you know, we'll see if he follows up with this plastic fork.
I want to waste less, so thank you. You're holding me honest, which I appreciate. And then I don't want to look at my phone in the morning. It's a bad habit I've gotten into. I want to get rid of that. And then I have way too much junk mail. Instead of deleting, why don't I just unsubscribe? It'll make my life easier.
Are you one of those people that walks around with your phone and like walks into a fountain and then you trip over something and you fall? Has that happened to you yet?
I don't think it has, but it's been close.
My resolutions are not as interesting because I don't have any really. I mean, here they are. I'm going to eat healthier, which you guys already know, and then drink more water because I'm going to focus on my health in 2022 because I've been letting that go a little bit. You know, working with you is difficult. I've been stress eating.
I thought we were about to have a genuine moment there.
No, I've been stress eating a little bit, so I'm gonna work on that because I need to.
Okay, we might stress drink later with this champagne.
We got some champagne to celebrate.
Let's take a break. I think we're going to look at one of my favorite segments I've done this year, perhaps one of the weirdest, strangest places I've been to. We're going to Jurassic Park right after the break.
There's only one place to turn for your Northwood sports highlights, analysis, and more. Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhawk and Griffin Stroing. Miss any of the action? Go to WJFW.com to relive the excitement. Sports Watch 12.
Welcome to today's Elite Money Minute with the Elite Advisor Team.
The three pillars of our company are faith, family, and friends. We think it's important to take a moment and give thanks for the real meaning of Christmas, the birth of the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Christmas is a celebration, a time for giving and not simply a day we exchange gifts. The spirit of Christmas is in togetherness. It is about what we can do for others and not just ourselves. Try to think about the things that link us together as people and not the things that divide us. Take stock in what's important and become the best versions of ourselves.
During the holiday season, we challenge all to embrace the Boy Scout slogan, do a good turn daily. From our family here at Elite Retirement Group to yours, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
That's today's Elite Money Minute. For more information on this topic or other retirement ideas and information, visit our website at retireidea.com.
Update the lighting in your home today during Menards New Year's sale. Shop our full selection of more than 7,000 interior lights. Patriot lighting comes in a variety of unique styles and finishes. The Denzel collection has an industrial style and comes in an oil-rubbed bronze finish. Pick up this 4-light chandelier today for only $99.99. Come check out our entire selection of interior lights now during Menards New Year's sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, this is Jenny, the manager of your local Big Deal store. Visit our store and save money while supporting local businesses. Go to AnagoBigDeals.com. That's AnagoBigDeals.com.
We're backing up north at 4. I am near Marshfield, Wisconsin. Clyde, where are we right now?
We're about 4.5 miles north of Marshfield off of Old Sugarbush Lane.
So, what is off Old Sugarbush Lane? Where are we standing right now?
Well, where Sugarbush Lane runs right in front of our house, it's a U-shaped
I see, Clyde.
road.
Okay, so let me be more explicit in my question, Clyde. What exhibit are we in right now?
We're at what we call Jurassic Park. It's an exhibit of several hundred metal sculptures.
And you are the creator of Jurassic Park. Can you tell me?
No, that's my wife's husband that does this.
Wife's husband.
Yeah.
Wife's husband. That brings that back. Okay, so let's talk about your wife's husband then. He created this.
Yes.
Why did he create this?
Well, he just made a bird one time and hung it in the tree, and when you pull on the rope, he flies. If you snap it, it sings. He had no intention of making it anymore, but a neighbor came by one day and said, "Where'd you get that?" Well, so I dug it out of the marsh out here, inhabited the marsh during the Iron Age, but they're extinct now. Well, I couldn't stop with one. I just kept digging them out and welding them together, and people started showing up. And within 5 years, so many people were coming, I sold out to my partner and decided to play the rest of my life.
So let me get this straight. So you found all of these in the marsh over there, all these metal pieces?
Oh, yeah. These are the extinct creatures used to inhabit the marsh during the Iron Age. And I dig them out and weld them back together.
Huh. So you've been doing this for a while now.
About 28 years.
About 28 years.
Yeah.
You and your wife's husband. Tell me, what is it like, playing out here every day?
It is absolutely fantastic. We're getting around 15,000 people out here every year. Last year, they signed our guest book from 34 different countries, 32 the year before. So we're seeing people from all over the world. And you're always going to get Germany, China, but Kazakhstan, Abu Dhabi, what an experience, huh? Meeting people from all over the world.
That's so wild. Are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep adding to your collection?
Oh, of course I want to keep going. My gosh, I'm only 87. I'm nowhere near where I have to give this up.
So, Clyde, what sort of things are we looking at right now? I'm looking at the big dinosaur right now. What goes into making this dinosaur?
Well, this dinosaur is... well, I originally designed this as an army dragon. It turned out to be more resemble a naval dragon. You can tell by the big outie on his belly. But it's then I make the scales out of iron. I've got all kinds of machinery that'll pound out and create the scales.
How long does this take you?
I don't know. Sometimes things go together very fast. Sometimes it takes a long time. And the problem is I got people here all day, every day. And then so I'm talking to people. I've got other things going on, and so how am I going to keep track of time?
Got it. You're just worried about hammering and welding. You're not worried about time.
No, I don't care about that. Because I don't know about the time. Sometimes a thing like this will take me many months. I'm looking for something, getting ideas, and I'm busy. But and then I'll make a lot of parts in the wintertime and put it together in the spring. So I don't have any idea what the time thing on that thing is.
So people can come here, they can get a tour from you, right?
Exactly.
And there's also, your wife does something in there. Tell me about that.
Oh, yeah. She does a lot of melted glass work. She makes beads and ornaments and all things out of melted glass. Does a lot of teaching in bead making and that. And the ladies come, well, mostly ladies. Once in a while, a guy will come and they'll melt the glass and learn how to make beads and ornaments, etc. And she does a lot of spinning, knitting, dyeing, carding the wool. And so she makes a lot of sweaters and bags and things out of the wool and other design things.
Clyde, when are you guys open?
Well, we're open during the 6 months out of the year. We're open 10 to 4:30, 8 days a week. We had to extend it a day because it was getting so busy. Now from and then after Labor Day through up till April 1st, then we close at 4. We're open 10 to 4. And then we do close down. We're busy at Christmas time season and that. So we close down December 31st. And then we're not open again until January 1st.
Okay, so you got a whole, I guess that wouldn't even be a day, Clyde.
Well, it's New Year's Eve. I mean, we're taking New Year's Eve off, okay?
See. Okay, Clyde, thanks so much for giving me a tour of Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
Thanks for coming. Jurassic Park, yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back in Up North at 4.
Bam! My accident? My accident happened in a second.
My settlement? That's taking a really long time.
If you've been injured in an accident and need money now while your case settles, call Oasis today.
Better days start today. Get the cash you need with Oasis.
There's no risk. If you lose your case, you don't have to pay Oasis back, ever. Applying for Oasis Express Cash is easy and takes 3 minutes. We'll work with your attorney, and if you're approved, get you $500,000 to $100,000 in as little as 24 hours. Use it for bills, rent, whatever you need help with. So call now or go online to apply. Remember, there's no risk to you.
Better days.
Better days.
Better days start today.
Oasis Financial, because life moves faster than your case.
Call now. Once approved, get your money in as little as 24 hours. 1-800-745-9991.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
Enjoy the serenity of northern Wisconsin all year long. First stop, Chicagoman Adventure Company. Skis, skates, snowshoes, and fat bikes. Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards. Chicagoman Adventure Company. Stop by the store or visit us online.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. I'm here in the Rhinelander District Library with Julie Holpern. She's a board member of the Rhinelander District Library Foundation.
Correct.
How are you doing, Julie?
I'm doing wonderful.
So let's learn about this man behind us and the Ced Vig Holiday Book Fund. Let's start with Ced Vig. Who is Ced Vig?
Ced Vig was an administrator. He started out as a high school principal here in Rhinelander and was a very beloved administrator of our Rhinelander School District.
And he started this book fund, right?
He did. He was very, very knowledgeable and really wanted to make sure the kids were exposed to a lot of brand new books and started the fund, and he was very excited about it.
So this fund has been going on for a long time. So before we get to this year's, what sort of things have you accomplished in the past?
Well, since 1984, this has been going on, and what this book fund does is support the librarians and staff being able to buy brand new books, hardcover books that a lot of children aren't exposed to, or adults, and they get to pick out books in the adult department, the young adult readers, and the children's books also.
Okay, so you kind of answered it, but this year, what are you hoping to accomplish with the fund?
Well, we raised $18,000 last year, and we're hoping for the same and more this year.
Okay, and again, why is it important, do you think, to celebrate libraries and support libraries like this one?
Well, being a mother, when my children were little, I used the library constantly. My kids used it throughout their youth and time spent here in Rhinelander. I use it constantly, and I've really been enjoying the crafts that they've been offering this past year during COVID. It's kept me very occupied and
So if people want to support this holiday fund, how can they do that?
They can go online. We have a place online on our Rhinelander District Library website, so they can do it online. They can also, we have envelopes here at the library, and they can make out a check to the Rhinelander District Library Foundation and drop them off here.
Okay, thanks so much, Julie.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fireworks Country has everything you need to create a New Year's tradition under a fireworks-filled sky. Celebrate New Year's Eve and welcome the new year with a bang. Fireworks Country, located at the Big Blue Barn 1 mile west of Wittenberg on Highway 29.
Tune in as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller brings you the most up-to-the-minute weather data weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. WJFW utilizes industry-leading technology to provide you with an accurate Northwoods weather forecast.
Get your Newswatch 12 Trail Report every week on Newswatch 12 at 10, Thursday and Friday nights. And Newswatch 12 Today, Friday mornings. The Newswatch 12 Trail Report is brought to you by these Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
What are you doing? Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water? Then get to Wisconsin's biggest boat and pontoon showroom at American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else, and we have the biggest and best deals, guaranteed by at least $500. Don't get left out in the cold. Get the most out of your weekends this year with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Your last chance to get the best deals of the year on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks for 44 years straight. Only a few more days to save on our full lineup of Ford SUVs. Hurry in, it's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Now get an edge with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers today.
Fireworks Country has everything you need to create a New Year's tradition under a fireworks-filled sky. Celebrate New Year's Eve and welcome the new year with a bang. Fireworks Country, located at the Big Blue Barn 1 mile west of Wittenberg on Highway 29.
I think it's fair to say we made it, Jeff.
We made it.
We haven't been taken off the air, and we've lasted a year plus,
We
really.
still got paid today. We haven't. They let us work together.
Wait,
still.
You got paid?
Did you not? Ooh, we should probably talk about this.
They stopped sending me checks.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a sign that they don't really want us doing this
Well,
anymore.
let's just think about the champagne in our hands. Cheers.
To 2022.
A good year.
To
Let's have another good one next year.
To happiness and health and a great year and fun working together and just moving this show forward.
Yeah, I think it's been a lot of fun. But we got some cold weather on the way, right?
Oh yeah, we do. Right now that cold weather is up north.
You brought out your North Dakota accent.
There it is, in North Dakota.
Right there.
Oh yeah, it's hanging out in the north right now. It's fixing to move down this way coming later on tonight, and it's going to have low temperatures down near 0, and then single-digit high temperatures this weekend. That's great for the trails, great for the lakes,
ice, yes.
great for the ice, all of it. It's a win-win. We got the snow, we got the cold. Everybody's very happy with the cold weather coming in.
Well, thank you, Jeff, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next year on Up North at 4.